Hey guys, and welcome to the UNPC Tour, the plant city nobody talks about, the stories, the people, and the side of town that not everyone knows. Conversations that happen long after the sun goes down. Around here, we believe Plant City has its character, its history, and its moments. We're just the ones bringing the microphone. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
What's up?
We are here, episode 3 of season 1 of the UNPC Tour, and we are so excited to welcome our very first guest. We've got Chuck with us tonight.
Hello.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey. What's up, Chuck?
What's up?
So Chuck is good friends with all of us, and for months and months as we've been planning this podcast, we said, Chuck, you get to be our first guest because you're our favorite person. Chuck, as you will all learn more about tonight, is very old Plant City. He's been here for so long.
Not that old.
Sorry, didn't mean to call you out. But he has a lot of great stories to tell. And today's episode is all about gossip in Plant City. So Chuck's one of my favorite people to gossip with. So we thought it would be perfect to bring him to the table to talk about that today.
Do I gossip? I don't think I gossip.
No, gossip.
I think you're just surrounded by it.
So, Phil, do you want to kick us off, though, before we get into the heart of today's show? Do you want to kick us off with our segment, the UNPC Post of the Week?
Yeah, let's see what's happening. This week, we come to you as a collective with people who use community forums to post for dating advice and where they should go to find quality people. And we just think that's kind of icky. I feel like that might be the collective thought. What do you guys think?
I don't know, man. I heard a rumor that if I was going to be looking for a quality man, I got at least one cigar bar to go check out first.
Bruton seemed to have been the fan favorite of the local supposedly single meetup spot.
Apparently they ate it up.
That got a lot of traction. I was honestly surprised how many people were commenting on there, good and bad.
That's like one place I've actually never been to, but I've also not been in the market for a man. So maybe but I am sometimes in the market for a good cigar. I'd probably need to add that to my list. Ever been there?
Got some great drinks there too.
It's nice.
Yeah. And
maybe we'll go check it out and you can wingman for me.
Yeah.
Careful, guys. I've also heard some rumors about this place. I'm friends with David, the owner, and apparently he's heard a rumor about his own business that it's also there's a underground basement sex club situation that might be happening there.
Ooh.
So if you find any stairs that go down, careful what you're walking into.
So spicy.
Maybe.
I think the post I saw, though, said something about gentlemen, like where to find nice gentlemen.
Was it high quality men?
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
That's upstairs.
Yeah.
That's upstairs.
the raunchy stuff's in the basement, guys.
Go
Is
up
there
or down.
a basement there, though?
No. Well, maybe.
Well, maybe. Oh, you just don't know.
Secret door.
Yeah.
It's a
I mean, I guess this is a great post that ties into our topic of this episode too. There's a lot of things being said in that post that may or may not be true.
Well, I just think it's funny because if you really wanted to get advice about dating, I think the last place I'd go is Facebook groups. So,
Or just go check out yourself. What the worst that happens is you accidentally find a sex club. I've been in the worst spots.
What could go wrong?
I feel like
other side of the coin, it's kind of brave putting your business out there, I suppose.
Yeah, that too. But I mean, retrospectively, what do you think is better in regards to maybe finding somebody that's good quality? Are we suggesting maybe she go on Tinder over going to the cigar bar? Because I still feel like that's a better option going out in public, but I don't know about putting it on social media asking.
You know what? I don't really remember this post clearly, but Was this post made anonymously, or do they just go all out and say, "Hey, here's my name.
I'm pretty sure it was
I'll let
anonymous.
your girl."
Oh, well, that's different a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was anonymous. I wonder if anybody commented, go to one of the local churches.
Oof.
I'm sure somebody did.
I'm sure
It's
somebody
Plant
did,
City.
yeah.
It's Plant City. They
I
probably
mean-
recommended their own church.
I guess power to you for trying to get out there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Says the only single one here, I guess.
I was going to say, Kelsey, you tell us.
Yeah.
This was this. Kelsey, did you post this anonymously?
Yeah, guys, it was actually
Sounds like a little R&D is needed.
yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Well, let's turn into our topic of the week. And Chuck, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
We are so excited to have you on. And again, we've hand selected you to be our very first guest. Do you want to tell all of our listeners a little bit more about you, except for the fact that now, I don't know if you guys know this, but I am now neighbors with Chuck. I'm no longer living near Cody. I live downtown. So
Yeah.
She upgraded.
Chuck, that's why we're together in one room. I invited him over to my new house. I'm temporarily living in downtown, so we're gonna have some months ahead of us of some fun downtown nights, I think. But tell everyone more about you.
Well, I'm from Pinecrest. That's what we call it. Some people call it Lithia, but I'm from Pinecrest, which is about 11 miles south of Plant City. But Plant City was our town because there was nothing in Pinecrest. Fourth, maybe fifth generation Floridian. Anybody who knows Pinecrest knows that, Walter Hunter Road, that was my great grandpa. A lot of stories there, but yeah, I born and raised in the area, grew up going to Plant City, going to the barber shop with my dad, and when my mom went to the beauty shop, going downtown Plant City and hanging out down there. So I remember a lot of things about what old Plant City downtown used to be, with all the shops, the stores, and just a lot of things that have gone away, but hopefully we're restoring things to get things back to a new downtown.
I love that. So you mentioned your grandfather is, how many generations are you?
Well, great grandpa
Great
Hunter,
grandpa.
yeah,
Okay.
that would have been the fourth generation. And so I'm not sure if his dad was born in Florida or not. And then I don't know about my mom's side of the family. I don't know how far back they go. I know that, where I live now, my great grandma's house was on Tiber Street,
Oh, really?
just one block from me.
Yeah.
And
We could walk there right
I
now.
remember going there as a kid. Her and my great aunt Vondell, who was, she encapsulated the look of Nurse Ratchet. She was a nurse, an old school nurse, wore the white hat. I was always scared of Aunt Vondell, but
Did you work at the hospital?
she did.
The old one
The
that
old
they just
hospital.
knocked down?
Yeah, it was older then too, though.
Really? Yeah.
Well, I mean, some of the new additions weren't on there. Then it was much smaller then.
A smaller hospital, yeah. Did
Very-
you work at the one when it was downtown?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was above
That would've been
what's currently Whistle
before the
Stop.
50s. Currently Whistle Stop, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the doctor's entry to the doctor's office still. The door's still there.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, that's the one Miss Sue always referred to, where she was born.
Yeah, and
Charlie was born there.
Yep.
my mom and dad, when I'm walking down Collins Street, I go past this big blue apartment building right there in the historic district. And when my mom and dad first got married, they lived in the apartment looking up to the very left. So
That's
going by
cool.
there, I see mom and dad's old apartment when they first got married. Mom used to walk to work. She worked at the Hillsborough Bank, which is where the Redmond Law Office is now, right there at the corner of Collins, in that yellow brick building. So just lots of memories of Plant City and family ties.
I love that. How many people in Plant City are you related to? Because I know sometimes when we hang out, I can be just chatting.
Cousins
with somebody,
everywhere.
Like, that's my cousin, or that's my cousin's wife, or that's my cousin's cousin.
By marriage.
That's my almost cousin.
By marriage.
It used
By
to be
marriage.
my cousin. How do we wait?
Since I moved back to Plant City and I'm living in Plant City, it surprises me how much of my family is around here. So
Just
Is the
cousin.
list
No.
shorter of people who aren't your family? Which list is longer? Who is Chuck's family or who's not Chuck's family?
Who's
Yeah.
Probably barely.
Probably who's not, yeah.
All these new Plant City folks.
I was just going to say it depends on if it's new versus old Plant City. So
Yeah.
in episode 2, we talked about new versus old Plant City. So Kelsey and I are very much new, as you know.
Mhm.
We were saying Chuck and Phil could be old Plant City, but they're not multi-generation. How would you define old Plant City?
Old Plant City was, strawberry fields, orange groves, old town charm. Like downtown was the hub of Plant City. You had Hooker's department store, which Mr. Hooker's house is right. His house he lived in is right down, just a few houses down from me. And that was a staple in Plant City. You had Tatum and Johnson, which was I think it was a kids' clothes store. And you had McCroy's downtown, which had a soda bar, old barber shops downtown, beauty shops downtown. I remember pulling up with my mom to the gas stations, and you had the ding ding, the bells, and somebody come out, have your gas for you. But just the old like small town charm that Plant City had, the drive-in movie theater, all of Redmond was not there then.
Right. Total small town.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Which brings us to today's topic of small town, but big gossip. So when you were growing up, did everyone sort of know each other? If you were in town and you were downtown, you were going to the soda bar, did you just like walk in and know every single person?
I mean, I was much younger then, so it may not have occurred to me, but I think, with mom and dad, they probably did. Like go to the barber shop and, even though they say, that men don't gossip, well, they talk, whatever you want to call it. But, being in the barber shop, when you just hear different stories from the barber shop than you hear from the beauty shop when you're with your mom. But yeah, everybody talked and, there were talked about people but yeah, it was quite different.
Yeah. Love that.
Those dang men.
Cackling hens.
All right. Well, since I'm the new one, I probably have the questions that all the new people in Plant City want to know. What is a Plant City rumor people always repeat, but probably isn't even true?
Oh, the Brutons has a basement.
We will add that to the list for sure. Any rumors, like maybe more so from back in the day, like not recent rumors? Wasn't there something with how Plant City, and I guess Cody and Phil may be able to answer this too, but like Plant City being named after us planting. Yeah. What was
it has
the
nothing to do with agriculture at all.
what was the real behind that? Because I've heard two different sides to that.
Because we got a bunch of plants, or we planted a bunch of crops. That was the rumor, right?
Yeah.
Bunch of marijuana.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's
But
only
I
out
think
loud.
You gotta get your
the
car.
old Plant City folks all kind of know that it's named after Henry Plant, the railroad guy who brought the railroad through town. Not because we had a bunch of plants.
A lot of new people probably assume it's because
That's what I thought.
of all the strawberries. Yeah.
I mean, we still plant a lot of things that just grow in the shape of houses now.
This is true.
People in houses.
Yeah.
Everything's. What's a rumor that probably is true that gets repeated quite frequently? Bum, bum,
Don't
bum.
want to call anybody out.
Depends on what we're willing to share.
We want to talk about the existence of a certain upstairs club.
The men's club, yeah,
Men's club.
Oh,
upstairs in downtown.
tell
Yeah.
these ladies what's going on.
That's where you find all the quality guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's
Not in the
the
basement.
address?
This
It's
is
upstairs
rumor I
downtown.
heard. So I was in town for less than 2 months, and someone said to me, "Well, something about the men's club," and I was like, "What do you mean the men's club?"
I
And they're
never-
like, "It's an upstairs secret club," and and you have to be invited, and there's like not everyone gets to go, and I was like, well, what happens up there, Hawaii? Like, are you allowed if you're a woman? And it was like, oh no women allowed except the ones that work there. And I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
No girls allowed in my treehouse.
What is
Whoever the bartender is, I guess.
okay?
Upstairs. But you know, I never thought it was a rumor because people talked about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Well, clearly.
and I went up there one time with somebody who was a member, and it was, I don't know, just a pool table, a bar, some chairs and lounge areas, but it was just a couple of 2 or 3 guys up there when I was there. So I don't know what happens whenever all the official men's club members are there.
I would think there's probably some pretty important behind the scenes business deals getting made up there on the unofficial level. That's my opinion.
I would agree with that.
Could be. What other rumors are out there? Well, I mean, let's talk about what we gossip about almost every week. It's just like, who's hanging out with who? Is there a new hookup in town? Is there what other things?
We might
Wars
not
are
be on
putting
an
the new
island,
target.
but we're a love peninsula.
Oh,
A lot of love triangles out there.
Ooh.
oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, I had an appointment downtown today, and the person I was meeting with had brought up like their friend group and like all the weird, crazy love triangle marriage stuff going on in their friend group. I'm like, I'm not hanging out with your friends. I don't want to be wrapped up in that.
That was like the being new to town. That was like the funniest thing to me, is that number one, like how many people like actually know each other, but then how many people also have so much like dating history together. It's like, well, that person dated blah blah blah, and I was like, you start learning over time. But
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, because I run into people I went to high school with all the time in Plant City,
right.
And so so there's definitely a lot of history there whenever you come from a town where it's not transient. So you've got multi-generations who are still here, who grew up here. So
What would be
Yeah, they never left.
an accidental way to offend an old school person in Plant City? Like, what's something if somebody new came into town and said to you unintentionally that would offend you? I guess this kind of goes for the three of you guys.
Plant City needs a target. That really sets a lot of people off.
That's fair. That is very fair. I believe you on that one.
We need more houses in Walden Lake.
Ooh.
For me, it'd be like, there's nothing to do here.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Especially if you're new Plant City. If you've been here less than 5 years. I remember when I lived in the city limits, like walking around downtown on the weekends thinking this would be an awesome place to film a horror movie because it's a ghost town. There's nobody here.
And they did like 3 years ago, didn't they?
Yeah. But like if you're a nerd with a computer or just bored with a computer, I shouldn't call you a nerd, go on Google Maps and look at the dates on the street view and then go back 10 years and tell me how much was not happening in Plant City, especially downtown.
I remember my sister lived here 20 years ago. She
That's right.
moved, just her husband worked for the railroads, and he was like based here out of Brandon, so they moved to Plant City. And I was like young in college, and I came and I was like, there is nothing to do here. Like I was like, you couldn't even it was like Sunday night, if you didn't go to the one restaurant open, you were like, you couldn't eat. It was like unbelievable.
And every time you tell this story,
Mm-hmm.
I just think about your brother-in-law worked with the railroad, and I'm like, it was like the 1930s. Because like, who works with a railroad?
Who still works for the railroad?
I know, but it's like it's such a
the
niche
early
thing.
90s?
Well, it was early 2000s. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. My niece had just been born, so she's 22 now.
Yeah, there wasn't much happening here then.
No, I was like, and then ironically, I never in a million years back then thought I would move here, but here we are.
Yeah, I mean, back
In
in the day,
downtown.
you could never get like a new restaurant or anything because you had the old school Plant City people, many who were on the city commission and even served as mayors at one point, that owned some of the old businesses in Plant City. Like you had Buddy Freddy's restaurant, you had Hooker's department store, and you had Sparky's, which was everywhere in Plant City.
All the gas stations, yeah.
And so you had a lot of people really trying to, that in position of power, that I think really did everything they could do to keep businesses away from Plant City for a long time. And now it's gone kind of swung too far the other way,
Right.
where it's like, where can we build a warehouse at?
Right. Or
That's a good take. I like that.
Yeah.
we like talk about the new Waffle Houses on the
Yeah.
Oh, Cody, I visited the remodel on July 4th.
Beautiful, ain't it?
A+, dude. A+.
How was the stovetop?
That's right.
Oh, our food was out in like 4 minutes. It was great.
And it was bussing.
Yep.
Well seasoned.
Yep. We went there after the fireworks at the stadium. It's our new tradition on
Nice.
July 4th now.
Very nice.
Love
Very
that.
nice.
You can do it more than once a year. I'll allow it.
Yeah. I'm already fiending for next year. It's on
Actually, I
July
already did
7th.
Have you been to the new Waffle House?
I have not. Is that a thing? Can you go to the new Waffle House?
I mean, it's right up the street.
I know, but
It is the new Waffle House for New
the
Plant City
old-
only.
Yeah, that's it.
I would say yes. If you go to the
Chuck,
new
we
Waffle
can't. Me,
House.
you, and Phil can't go to the new Waffle House because we're not in New Plant City.
True.
Right.
Sorry, Kelsey and Ann. You just
Ann,
lost
you wanna-
privileges to the old
Night dinner date.
Right. Let's do it.
without the boys. That's the women's club.
That's right. Yeah.
Wait, do they also have a basement?
Only one way to find out.
So, Chuck, is that when you moved away when things were sort of like dead in town?
Well, I mean, they were kind of dead in town before I moved away, but yeah. And downtown became a ghost town pretty much. And then coming back to town, to Plant City, and it was just antique shop on top of antique shop. And so it's nice to see downtown getting back to a place where there's businesses there that actually make people want to come downtown. And
Yeah.
have the events that we have downtown now, like last Friday's Oktoberfest.
Yep.
Car
the-
show still.
Yeah.
Chuck, what years do you think that was when you would say that downtown was like the biggest ghost town that you remember?
I would say probably, I don't know, probably like around the like 2000.
So the
Yeah,
time
that's kinda
Ann
my
was
thought
here
was-
too. Yeah.
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s is kind of my thought. Like when,
2000s is when everything just kind of like went away,
Yeah.
And now, what was Hooker's department store is now Scientology building.
yeah.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know that one.
Were you telling us earlier about how the mall,
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Oh yeah, the Plant
out
City
of the
Mall, yeah.
mall and
The
stuff?
Oakland City Mall. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that was where right now it's where Big Lots used to be on one end and You Save on the other. And that used to be where between Big Lots and between Publix, that center section was a mall. There was a mall there. And where Pump Fitness was a movie theater, a 2-screen theater. And so that was like a nice little place to go and wander and see people. And, kids back in high school back in the day, it not when I was in high school, but that was like the big hangout.
That's so fun though.
Kind of getting back into like we've been talking about downtown a lot. Like I'm sure you have a lot of stories. You've kind of shared some with us already, but like some of the stories in downtown that really aren't maybe like documented in papers or history books or anything like that. Like, is there something that you recall from even growing up or even like early in your adult life, like something that just happened downtown that was so crazy that it sounds almost like it's made up?
Yeah, I mean, but I think like I keep going back to like Hooker's department store. That was and Lakeland had their version, but and Brandon had their version called Scogan's. If I remember in high school, they had the team board. So you had kids from high school who were on the team board there, and the modeling shoots and stuff for Hookers. But you actually, downtown was a place where you could shop and eat and now I couldn't envision like old school Plant City being very welcoming of like an Oktoberfest,
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's where things have changed. But
I mean, what was it? I can't remember the year. It was early 90s. Just kind of thinking about the question after I asked it. There was a time where the world's largest strawberry shortcake it was constructed in downtown Plant City in McCall Park.
No way.
Yeah. It's started down there where Propagation is now, like that whole parking lot section. Like Winn-Dixie, like it was like a big to-do for Plant City. Like all these different businesses donated all this stuff, and it was like an army of people out there, and it was massive. Like the fact that it's still not as crazy to me, just the amount of effort and the amount of product that they had to come up with and the manpower to put it all together. But like it just like we're Plant City being the winter capital of strawberries, you think like, oh yeah, we love strawberries, but we were so crazy over strawberries, like we had to have the world record.
Is that so? It was for the Guinness World Book. Did you go?
Yeah, I didn't know anything about the big strawberry shortcake.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't news to me.
okay.
That's when he left town and came back to a sad downtown.
I knew
That
about
was peak.
Hills because
Peak downtown was a largest strawberry shortcake.
we'd always do. My mom and her best friend would always take all us kids to go to the fields and do the U-Picks
Oh yeah,
every year.
we still
Yeah.
do that, moms. I do that with JJ every year.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had the old McCall's Lumber,
Oh yeah, Midtown.
which was what it's supposed to be Midtown is.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about that, I think, in one of the episodes.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about how booming downtown was. And then you kind of mentioned, the late 90s and early 2000s is kind of the fall of downtown.
Yeah.
We talked like, well, now we're kind of revitalized again, but like what did we have in town that was just like so normal to all of us or everybody who lived here at the time, even when you were growing up, that just would blow people's minds today? Like, wait, we had like a good one is the lumber mill, like the mill downtown. Like, is there something else in town just like, oh yeah, that everybody went there, everybody knew about that, it wasn't a big deal, and now it's gone. I have one in my mind, but I want to hear if you have a place anywhere in town that we had that was just like, oh yeah, whatever, and then once it's gone, like, man, I can't believe we had that.
Well, we have the arcade downtown.
Yeah.
And
Like the arcade building?
yeah, but it was like there were shops in there. It was almost shops,
Okay.
like a little tiny mall.
Really?
I don't know. I one of my memories is going to the old post office that we don't have anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just lost that.
Didn't you used to also go to the old jail?
Well, the old jail is brick house.
Brick house. Yeah.
Brick
Are
house.
you trying to say Chuck is a criminal?
I'm pleading the fifth.
Okay. Yeah, I still go to the old jail.
Chief Surrency was the police chief back when I was in high school, and I went to high school with his son. He also lived out in Pinecrest.
So how would you like keep up with what was like going on in town? Like, was there a newspaper or was it just like your parents knew?
Well, there was the radio station, the AM radio station, WPO.
Oh, that's right.
And so you
I
would
forgot about that.
So you could listen to that, and it was,
Al Berry.
I mean, that was probably, more something my parents were listening to at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like the Plant City radio station, WPLA.
Okay.
Yep.
They had one. It was specifically just for Plant City.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Okay.
I can see the station in my mind now, but I can't remember exactly where it was.
Yeah, it was. I think it was near the Plant City Mall, if I recall
I
correctly.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, right there on Grant Street. If
So would they
Fine.
talk about like happenings or like gossip or would
I think
they...
a little of everything.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It was like lifestyle.
And probably a lot of church stuff, and
Mhm.
because obviously Plant City, the big part of downtown was the old First Baptist Church of Plant City,
Okay.
and then we still have the Methodist Church downtown.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it was just like a kind of like talk radio and maybe a little bit of music here and there, but just kind of what's going on in Plant City.
So kind of like us, but back then.
No one's
we're playing a lot less music.
no one's singing.
Yeah, we're playing
Hey,
a lot less
Cody, I'm
music.
curious, what was your place that you were shocked about? that's not here
Oh,
anymore.
well, something that was normal to me in my childhood. I don't know how far back this place even goes. It's just crazy that we had the Red Rose Inn.
Oh yeah, the Red Rose.
It's
Inn.
ahead of its time. Yeah.
Dude, the Red Rose Inn was a thing. It was the place to be. And
But it was a thing before the Red Rose. Now
yeah,
I remember like when growing up, my dad worked for a big aluminum company, and it was the Holiday Inn, and it was on Purcell's 1776 restaurant. And if you went there, that was the place to be seen.
yeah. I mean, even when it was a Ramada, the restaurant was a big deal.
Where the drug treatment.
Yeah,
center.
the Ramada.
That
Yeah,
was
White Sands.
White Sands was a Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that place.
Old big Holiday Inn sign, and it had a big flashing lights. Lonnie Purcell 7076 restaurant, which was like
And everybody got married there
Really?
in town back when it was Red Rose. Yeah.
It was the
now
biggest
it's funny
place in town.
because we have like what 4 or 5 wedding venues, at least on the outskirts.
Yeah, I
about
met a guy
11
yesterday.
barns.
One more
What did you
time.
say, Cody?
11 barns are all wedding venues, just on
Yeah.
one side of the outskirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's, if you got a pole barn, guess what? It's a wedding venue.
It's a wedding venue.
Yeah. But
So-
yeah, Red Rose to me was the big
So
deal.
the Red Rose
Yeah.
people did it have a bar? Like you'd hang out there after dinner?
Yeah, it became the Red Rose after Holiday Inn left.
Okay.
They came in and turned into the Red Rose, and it was she was quite the character.
She's still around.
Really?
I
Who's
believe
she?
so.
Were you
I
Yeah.
can't remember her last name.
I remember her hair.
okay?
It was red. She's on the billboards, all the signs.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Did
Yeah.
you hang out there a lot?
I only went there for a Chamber of Commerce meeting one time.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop something in here because like I don't want to, Chuck mentioned earlier he's not that old. This probably throws off the flow of the show a little bit, but my brain just turned on. It's late at night and starts to work, and we talked about the radio station and kind of being the original information source, and the topic of the show is all gossip related, and you can access these files online. And I'm just a history nerd. That's the only reason I know it. You can go online and you can find the newspaper from Plant City from the 1920s, and everybody's business was in it in the most random way. Like, hey, so and so, they're going to be out of town for 2 weeks. They're going to go see cousins down in Clewiston. Like, I'm not joking. Like, it's just the most random stuff. Like, oh, Miss Devane just returned from a trip to Tampa, where she was in West Tampa for 3 days visiting her aunt or uncle, and the weather was great, and she brought back Cuban bread. Like, just, I think Plant City just has this long history of almost surviving on gossip in a way. Like, I need to tell my business, and I need to tell everybody else's too.
Is it a
Kinda
link
goes-
at, like multiple pages from that time frame?
It was like there was at least one page. There's no like short little snippets, but like, I mean, there's hundreds of the editions of the Plant City Courier.
That's
That
funny.
it's like from the 1926 and 1929. Like, there's this whole strip, and it's just crazy. Just the gossip and the way people's business was just out there. Like, we
Right.
talk about the places that that have come and gone, and the places that we hang out, we hear things, but I just totally remembered, like, that was literally published and you can access it a century later.
Pen and
Like, it's
paper.
crazy.
Pen and paper.
Yeah.
Kind of goes along with
Yeah.
our UNPC post of the week, putting all
Yeah.
your business out there,
seriously. But not anonymous.
but not anonymously. Yeah. So
Kind of like our bar talk now. Now that alcohol is allowed to be served in downtown.
Well, I mean, what do we
Yeah.
talk about when we go to Roots, right? It's like this person's out of town, and we know where everybody is every weekend if they're not there, or like this person has this going on. It's the same thing,
Yeah.
well, that's why we started a podcast instead of a radio station.
right?
Correct.
This is a little cheaper.
It's
Yeah,
a little cheaper. Yeah.
Now it's the same thing. Quick question on that though, Cody. Like, where do you access these newspapers?
I want to say it's the University of Florida Archives.
Okay.
When we publish this, I can find the link and share it in when we post it online.
Yeah.
If people want to go track it down. And see who was up to what on October 29th, 1928. We gonna find out.
Yeah, that's very cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I have one of my best friends is from Lafayette County in Florida, which is like Mayo area, Live Oak.
Mhm.
And when I met her in college, she explained to me that when you were getting married, you would just post in the newspaper. Like the whole town was invited.
Uh-huh.
It was just, do you remember where, because she's like my age. So was it like that here in Plant City too?
I mean, yeah, people would post their like engagement announcement. You know, to have a picture taken, and
Yeah, that's normal though. But but in her town, it was like, here's the wedding, here's the time,
Save the date.
church,
Yeah.
everyone show up. The whole town.
Yeah, don't go anywhere else in town because we're all going to be at the church.
Right.
I've been to Mayo
Yeah.
before, so I can see that's it's not much there now. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I love that.
I mean, I thought it was, I said, how do you even know how much food to get? And she was like, there's no food. It's like cake. And I was like, no drinks, no food. They're all dry
Well,
weddings.
Mayo's still a dry county. I think the county that Mayo is in is still a dry county.
Lafayette County is dry. Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Boring.
Yeah. That's why people stop going to the weddings.
That's why we don't live there.
It is beautiful.
So
Yeah.
along the same lines as kind of what we've been talking about, I have a couple questions as well. Like, what has Plant City lost? And it doesn't have to be a business, or it could be more of like a feel that you wish we could get back.
I think it's lost some of its small town feel. I mean, it's still a small town. It's just a different kind of small town. But you know, the farms for sure. You know, the overdevelopment. You know, we're losing things that we can't get back. I mean, we're not going to be the strawberry capital of the world if we keep building on top of all the land out here. We've already lost all our orange groves. So I think at what cost is that? You know, and at the same time, you can't really stop development either. But I think you can have like smarter development.
It's a really good point.
Yeah, that's what we keep saying. Responsible growth,
Yeah.
right? What does that look like? How?
We touched on that in episode 2.
Yeah, I don't think people, and unfortunately, you've got critics of everything. People criticizing the new businesses in downtown. They should be praising that. I mean, you're repurposing these old buildings,
Right.
and bringing life back to something that was not being used, and not taking out green spaces for it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, utilizing what we already have and not having to create something to take up more land.
Right.
Yeah. So we've already talked about a lot of stories, but and we're never going to lose any stories with Cody around, but what stories are we at risk of losing as more time goes on? Because I feel like you have a lot of good stories because you've been here for a while. And so any in particular, like the radio station, I didn't even know about that.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Our special guest.
I don't know about what stories we're at risk to lose. I think maybe as people sell and move on, and generations sell generational land and move on, we're going to lose those stories. About people who were a part of Plant City's original growth and history. And unfortunately, money talks. I mean, when great-great-grandpa's gone and you've got land that's been passed down through the ages, dollar signs move people.
Right.
Yeah.
But with that, we're losing a lot of our heritage.
I think that's a big thing.
Yeah. I almost feel like that answers my next question is like, what do we need to protect? And it would be the heritage, in my opinion.
Yeah, the heritage and the character of Plant City. Building for the future, but honoring the past at the same time.
Yeah, and I think on a family level, I think that's probably really more important than people realize, because when those family members are gone, those stories die.
Yeah.
And I mean, on the other side of that, like on the kind of public level, we're pretty fortunate that we've got some unique resources in town. I mean, we've got the photo archives, we've got the East Hillsborough Historic Society, Like there are groups actively trying to preserve some of these stories and the history, the heritage. But if you've got a grandpa who's been here for a long time and nobody really cares about what he was talking about, they're all living their own lives, but he's got some really interesting stories. You know, if nobody hears those stories or somehow records those stories, the heritage and those stories in the past is just, it vanishes.
Right. What's the best gossip rumor you've heard about one of your history family members? Anything that's like interesting or sticks out? Maybe not gossip, but
About my family members?
yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to ask my Aunt Violet. She's not alive anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I got one.
She like, because everyone has that one family member
Yes.
that talks about the gossip.
Telephone, telegraph, televiolet. That's what we called her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know some gossip about one of Chuck's family members.
You do?
It just involves, I'll let him tell the story if he wants to, but it involves vanilla extract.
No, vanilla extract. Yes, great grandpa Hunter.
That's what I was teeing you up for. I love this story. I love it.
I remember always being told, yeah, great, great grandpa Hunter, they don't drink, but he sure liked his vanilla extract. Sitting on the porch, which is what, probably 80% alcohol.
Right.
Right.
Just straight up.
Just flavored moonshine.
And I'm sure it wasn't McCormick's because I don't know if they made it back then.
No.
Yeah.
It was probably homemade and it probably came somewhere down the street.
Right.
Yeah.
We love good neighbors.
So when people talk about the plant city, no one talks about, what do you think they really mean, Chuck?
The plant city no one talks about.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it.
The men's club. I don't know.
I mean, the plant city that no one probably talks about, and hopefully we're going to use this platform to talk about it more, but the good things that are happening in Plant City, the good people, the people who are really impacting the community in a positive way. And they're, as much as we want to complain about the traffic and the loss of Orange Grove and the new development, there's still so much good stuff going on. And I think that's probably what we should be gossiping about. We should take it upon ourselves to spread rumors about positive things, especially if they're true.
I love that. Well, and that's why we had Chuck on tonight, because I will say, being new, I mean, you were one of the people I think I first met when I got into town, and I've just like loved getting to know you. You're so welcoming. You're so friendly. Everyone downtown knows you, Chuck. Everyone loves you so much. So it was really like easy to say, who has to be our first guest? It's got to be Chuck.
Oh, I feel the same way about you guys.
Yeah. You really, truly like are the positive that represents Plant City, an old Plant City, welcoming us new Plant City people. So,
And there's a lot of good to be had in Plant City still.
I totally agree.
I agree.
I agree too.
Kelsey doesn't.
I think he'll definitely be a returning guest at some point.
Chuck
Yeah.
was also the first person that I think one of the first people that I just felt like a friendly connection with, and like Anne said, like an old Plant City with welcoming arms.
Yeah, well, that's
So thank you.
That's how we were raised,
Yeah.
That's what our parents taught us.
Some Southern hospitality.
Love your neighbors.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could wrap it up for this week about
Yeah,
gossip.
man.
And
Chuck, thanks for coming and joining us.
I know. Thank you so
thanks.
much.
It's
Thanks for
fun.
sharing. We're definitely going to have you back. We're going to need more stories as you think about them.
Oh yeah.
Bring them our way. So much to learn.
Yeah.
But if our listeners have any suggestions, don't forget you can email us at hello@unpctour.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at UNPC Tour. And we will catch you all next week with episode 4 coming down the line.
Woo, thank
Thanks
you.
so much, everybody, for tuning in.
Yeah. See you next week.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Guys.
Bye.